Yesterday, the presenters had a dress rehearsal. I actually called it a stress rehearsal. And after that, Mark Stoibel, are you here, Mark?
I'm here.
You're right. You're right there. Oh, you're right there. Yeah. Mark Stoibel, he's an incredible coaching for speeches. And the first bit of feedback he gave me was, he says, you're a quirky guy. I really didn't know where to go with that. But anyway, the purpose of my presentation today is to empty your mind. Now, I love plants and nature. And I'm so lucky to be able to work at these incredible gardens at Royal Roads University. Hopefully some of you have gone there and appreciated them. And over the years, I've observed people's minds in nature. And they go through this process of involuntary fascination. When the mind is focused on the hummingbird going from flower to flower, or the sound of the wind in the poplar trees, or the ripples on the pond. And it allows the mind to discover a larger sense of time and space. And I call that mind emptiness. This bowl represents your mind before the TEDx talks. This apple represents juicy ideas that the presenters have been giving you, all these thoughtful ideas during the presentation. So Joel earlier was talking about thoughts and perspectives. So we'll throw some apples in, some ideas into the mind from Joel. Mark had this idea about using the cell phone in a positive way. We'll throw some ideas in the bowl. Cheryl had a multi-narrative version on cancer and looking at cancer in different ways. We'll put some more apples in there. Now I'm going to give you another idea of my own right now so we can add it to the bowl or the mind. And that is Sir Isaac Newton. And he became inspired when he saw an apple fall from a tree. And he developed the law of universal gravitation. Put that in. The mind is starting to get a little bit full here, isn't it? Can you see that? All these ideas. Steve Jobs, the head of Apple, when he, was coming up against challenges while developing the iPhone, would take his colleagues out into the tree-filled neighborhoods and come up with fresh perspectives. That idea just spilled out of that mind. So, to help our minds, or help your minds right now, which are pretty well filled with all the ideas through the afternoon, I would like to help you empty your mind. Are you with me? Yeah. Well, it's kind of wimpy. Are you with me? Yeah. Yay! Get that energy up. So, here we have a plastic cup. I want you to gently close your eyes and focus your mind on the emptiness within the cup. Now, I know it's Saturday and it's hot, and you're probably thinking of filling it with a beer or something. But I want you to think or have that question, is it really truly empty? No, it's not empty. It's filled with the precious atmosphere of the earth, containing oxygen and carbon dioxide, to name just a few gases. To this cup, I'm going to put 3 tissues. 1, 2, 3, because it's my favorite number. And then I'm going to add some water, another life force. I want you to close your eyes again. And imagine the sound of Niagara Falls. Hear the trickle of a summer creek. God, I wish I'd gone to this washroom before. Anyway, we're going to add the water to the... You can open your eyes. We're going to add the water to the cup. Now we come to the star of the show. Da, 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 da. So this is some little brown seeds called Medicago sativa. You might know it as alfalfa. Can you say the Latin name with me? But first, close your eyes again. Breathe through your nose. And as you exhale, say Medicago sativa. Breathe in. Medicago sativa. Medicago sativa. Boy, you guys are sounding like a bunch of Buddhists. Okay, so we'll add this. There's Vanna White when you need her. There you go. We added it, sprinkled it around. Now, I just happen to have some alfalfa sprouts that I started about a week ago. It's amazing to me that about 8 seconds ago, a photon of light left the surface of the sun and is now landed on these green leaves of the seedlings. You know it as photosynthesis. But scientists still struggle with really understanding what photosynthesis is. And that's hard to say, by the way. Photosynthesis is. And I like to say it very simply to my students. Plants eat light and poop oxygen. Yeah, isn't that magical? Plants eat light and poop oxygen. So that means we're actually breathing in plant poop into our lungs, and then it gets into our bloodstream and up into our brain, and it fuels our thoughts. So that we can go beyond the earth and into the stars, where the light came from. Wow. Just think about it. So, I'm hoping through this process that you have been able to empty your mind so that you will be able to synthesize the new ideas from the next remarkable presentation. Enjoy.